Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am going to show you how to add our Google Classroom calendars into your own personal calendar so that you can find all the links to our Zoom meetings and any assignments that are attached to that class. So as you can see, I am in our Google Calendar, and the way I get there is by going over to the waffle and selecting calendar, and that will take me over to our Google Calendar. So I have my calendar set up in weeks, but you can change it to days, months, or even the year. But I highly recommend that you stick to weeks so that you can see in advance what assignments we have upcoming. So as you can see, I can see all of the Zoom instruction meetings. I can see any assignments that are due for both Miss Lugo and myself. So on the left-hand side, you'll see that you have any calendars, and all the calendars that you have checked are the ones that you will see. So if I uncheck Mrs. Quesada's ELA class, then you'll see that all of those assignments disappear. You want to make sure that any classes you have are checked so that you don't miss anything. So if you look to the left-hand side, I am missing my ELD class and I am missing Miss Lugo's science class. So I need to make sure I add those so that I don't miss any of the meetings and I don't miss any of the assignments. So go over to your Google Classroom. Wait for that to load. And this goes for any class that you need. If you're missing Mrs. Morella's science, Mrs. Morella's history class, or Mr. Orozco's math class, just go over to your Google Classroom and go into the class that you need to add the calendar for. So I'm going to model with ELD. You're going to go into the classwork section and you're going to see about 2 or 3 options here. And I want you to click on the Google Calendar. Once you get to the Google Calendar, it's going to ask you a question. It's going to ask you to add the ELD calendar. So you're going to select add, and you're going to see that it's going to pop up on the left-hand side, and I will also have all of the meeting links available now because I added the calendar. So once again, I'm going to do it again. This time I'm going to add Mrs. Lugo's science class because I need to make sure that I am present in all her meetings. So I'm going to go over to Classroom again. I'm going to click on her science class as soon as it loads. So let me look for Mrs. Lugo's science class. I'm going to click on that, go over to Classwork, go over to Google Calendar, and it's going to prompt me and ask me to add her Google Classroom. So if you need to add Mr. Orozco's, you follow the same steps except you go into his classroom. If you need to add Mrs. Morales' class, you follow the same steps, but instead of clicking on Mrs. Lugo's, you click on Mrs. Morales' class. So you'll see that Mrs. Morales' science meetings have just popped up and her assignment as well. So if you have any questions, try rewatching this video to see if that helps. And if you're still having trouble, please let Mrs. Lugo and I know, let Mr. Orozco and Mrs. Morales know so that you are not missing any meetings and any assignments. Thank you for watching.